So we just completed another off-grid package on this Caravan here. This customer actually booked it in with us before he even saw the Caravan. So let's jump into it and check it out. Yeah, so like normal with Caravans, there's not a whole lot that we do on the outside. On this one, the only thing we really did on the outside was we run a new charge harness. So that's 6 BNS cable going to the Orion that we've installed inside. As well as we installed a solar blanket input as well. So that's also connected to an MPPT that we've installed inside as well. So we can plug a blanket into there. And then just around the side here in the tunnel booth is where we've mounted the 2 batteries. So we've gone with 2 Custom Lithium 310 amp hour batteries. The reason we also installed it in the tunnel booth here is because then we don't have to install the gas type boxes because it's an enclosed area, it's not inside the habitable space. So you can just use our normal brackets to mount it in there. And as well as on the top, we've installed 1000 watts of solar. So he's going to have heaps of solar with the blanket as well to be able to stay off grid for long periods of time. So we'll jump inside and we'll check out everything we've done in there. Yeah, so just jumping inside, we've installed basically all the electrics under the bed. It's a really good spot to put it all. So we've also installed all black ducting everywhere to hide all the cables a bit and make it look as nice as possible. So just starting over here on the right side, we've got 130 MPPT because we've done the solar in 2 banks. So one's going to this MPPT and then the other one is going to the one that's on the far left, which is 150. So we've got 2 strings. Then we've also got the Orion DC-DC 50 amp charger. And then just below that, we've got the MPPT, the 120, and that is for the solar blanket that I was talking about earlier that's on the drawbar. And just beside that, we've got our fuse box. So that's all our megas there. So that'll be for all your inverter and stuff like that, MIDI fuse block as well, which is just over here. So then all the MPPTs and stuff like that will be going through this MIDI one because they don't need to be on megas, MIDIs are fine. Above the mega fuse box, we've got our shunt. This one's the 500 amp hour one. And then just below the MIDI fuse box, we've got our RCDs for the 240. So with most Caravans, they normally only come with 1. And then when you go an off-grid system, you have to chuck in a second one. Big benefit to us is, yeah, we don't have to outsource the 240. We can do it all in-house, which makes it super handy for us. And then just below, well, just to the side of the RCDs, we've got just our blade fuse box as well for all the smaller things like our Cerbo and the stereo for the Caravan and stuff like that. And above that, we've actually got our Cerbo GX. So all the Victron system is all talking to the Cerbo and then it's going to relay it to the touch screen. And then just on the floor, we've got our MultiPlus from Victron. This is a 3 kVA one. We always go minimum 3 kVA in Caravans, just so you can easily run your aircon, air fryers, anything like that you want to run. You want to go minimum 3 kVA. So we've just got that one on the floor. Yeah, so the whole Victron system under the bed is all connected to the Cerbo, and then the Cerbo is then going to relay it all to the Touch 50 that we've installed up here near the doorway. So the big benefit of having these touch screens is it really makes it simple to see everything that's going on. And so right now, like we can see, that we've got 700 watts of solar coming in, and for about like 3 p.m. It's not too bad. That's pretty good, especially out of a possible 1000. You're never going to get your full 1000. It's always going to be degraded a little bit. So to have 700 watts coming in at 3 p.m. is pretty good. So the other benefit too, yeah, is you can see that right now our MultiPlus is inverting, and then you can see how many AC loads we got, how much DC loads we got, and then if we were to connect the car up, we can see how much the alternator is putting in off the car. Obviously, it doesn't probably really matter too much on this. You're probably never really going to see that because you're going to be in the car. But you can also view like the Orion, the MPPTs, all that kind of stuff on the Bluetooth app as well. So you don't have to use this screen. You can just view it. The only downside if you weren't to go this screen is you can't really see what the MultiPlus is doing because it's not really Bluetooth. Only like the MPPTs and stuff like that are. So that's why we always recommend going this screen, Makes it super easy and simple, and especially on a Caravan, like what we've done on this one with the water tanks, we've actually connected, we installed senders into the water tanks, and then we connected them up to the Cerbo, so then the Cerbo will actually display the water tanks, so you'll be able to see exactly how many litres or percentage you've got in your water tanks. Again, making it super easy. You know you're never going to run out of water, or you know you're about to. You can also then set up like temperatures as well, so if you wanted to like have a temperature sensor inside the van so you always knew what the temperature was inside, you can hook that up to the Cerbo and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much got everything on there. It's a good little display to show you everything going on. And then with this system as well, we left the original system in place. We just took basically all the charging and everything out of it. So right now it's basically just a fuse box. It is the most cost-effective way to do it this way. We can remove it, and we have done that in some builds. People want it completely removed, but the most cost-effective way is to leave it in, because everything is normally fused through it. So all your lighting circuits, all that kind of stuff goes through it. So it's a lot cost-effective just to remain that system in place, and we just take the charging out and we reroute it to all the new stuff that we chuck in. The other benefit of keeping this one in is it's actually got an inbuilt isolator, so we don't have to install a separate isolator. We can just use the one that's inbuilt on the system there. So that's a good benefit of keeping that one in. But yeah, it is just basically a massive fuse box now because we've removed everything important out of it. Yeah, so the original battery in this Caravan was actually under the seat here inside. It was a 2016 model, this Caravan, so it wasn't inside a gas type box because the regulations wasn't there at the time, but obviously it doesn't meet regulations now. That's why we opted to remove it, and instead of installing gas tight boxes in here or under the bed that take up a lot of room, that's why we chucked it in the tunnel booth where it doesn't really take up much of your space. So yeah, it's really handy now. He's going to get that space back, and it's going to meet the regulations as well. Yeah, so that's everything that we've done on this build. So with the setup now, you'll be able to go completely off grid with no dramas. It's got heaps of solar, heaps of battery, be able to run all his AC and all his creature comforts now easily. If you've got a Caravan and you're not really sure if it meets the regulations with your batteries, you can always contact us and we can let you know. As well as if you want to get off grid, get in contact with us and we can help you get out there.